folks are kind of beating you up and stuff is going on, guess what? Just remember that you love the Lord. And just remember who your daddy is. See, everybody has a question, who's your daddy? Well, I know who my daddy is. My daddy is God. And when you know who he is, it don't matter what anybody else does, because God won't let anybody hurt his children. But anyway, that was free stuff, y'all.
All right.
I want to thank the brothers that have served so far on the devotion. I want to thank you for lending your voices and song. And I heard a guy say something yesterday at the funeral. When you really know somebody and they go, because we all have that appointment. No matter how you feel about yourself, and no matter what the doctor told you, how healthy you look, and how good you look, and the mirror told you it's going to be okay. Everybody has an appointment one day. And you and me, us, we are preaching our funeral right now. I was in a French boutique last night, shopping. One of those high dollar stores, Jacques Penney. Y'all saw it. I was in that high dollar French boutique walking around, and I saw this guy, and he passed by me one time, and I passed by him, and he passed by me again. I said, that guy looks familiar. And the third time passing by, I know the guy walked up to me and said, how you doing, Brother Banks? Since this morning, I still know who that guy is. Now, why'd I tell you that? Suppose I was in J.C. Penney acting a fool last night. And then they would have said, because my home congregation is the North Tennessee Church of Christ, and they would have said, that guy that goes to North Tennessee Church of Christ acting a fool in Jacques Penney last night. And I still don't know the guy's name. Young people, old people, mature people, middle-aged people. You never know when you're going out how people are going to see you and who's watching you. But anyway, that's enough free stuff for today. If you would, please turn your Bible back to the place of scripture reading. It's back in 2 Kings, chapter 4, beginning verse number 1. I'm going to give you time to get there. You say amen. This is time to pull your Bible out. I asked one young lady this morning, said, where is your Bible? Well, that tells you that I'm an old guy. But she said, I got it on my phone. All I can say was, pull it out. So you got your iPhone, your day phone, your U phone, a flip phone, or a hard copy of your Bible. Turn with me to 2 Kings 5. We'll get to verse number 1. And I'm going to extend the reading a little bit past verse number 1. If you have it, say amen. If you don't have it, say hey, wait up for it. I heard a whole bunch of amen, but I tell you, your page is turning, so I'm going to be slow. I'll read from the King James Version. My Bible reads, now Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master and honor, because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor, but he was a leper. And the Syrians had gone out by companies and had brought away captives out of the land of Israel, a little maid. And she waited on Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, would God my Lord were with the prophets that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. Verse 4. And one went in and told his Lord, saying, thus and thus, saying the maid that is of the land of Israel. Now y'all know what I'm getting ready to do now. I want to use the Message Bible. You do a quick translation out of the Message Bible so I can bring it home to you. The Message Bible says Naaman was general of the army under the king of Aram. He was important to his master. who held him in high esteem because it was by him that God had given victory to Abram. A truly great man, but afflicted with a grievous skin disease. It so happened that Abram, on one of his raiding expeditions against Israel, captured a young girl who became a maid to Naaman's wife. One day she said to her mistress, "Oh, if only my master could meet the prophet of Samaria, he would be healed of his skin disease." Verse 4. Naaman went straight to his master and reported the girl from Israel had said. I want to use verse number 1 to bring a topical thought from. Now Naaman, captain of the host of Syria, was a great man with his master, and honorable, because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor. But he was a leper. Now y'all give me just a minute to work on this because y'all going to run me out of here when y'all hear the title. So give me just a moment. The title I want to try and think about this morning: Stop talking about my butt. Stop talking about my butt. Now that's the butt with one T, not two. Stop talking about my butt. Now, to try and get y'all where I want y'all to be, people say that preachers don't preach how they used to preach. That may be so. My point is, I don't think people participate how you two participate. And the preacher didn't give me nothing this morning. Well, the preacher ain't always give you nothing. All the preacher should do is preach God's word. And if you didn't bring anything to the table, you go away hungry, that's your fault. Because I'm going to lay some food on the table for you. And you take off the table what you want. And you want to go away hungry, that's up to you. You know, when I awakened this morning, about 3:30, and I started looking over my notes, and I prayed. And it's just something about Sunday morning. I get up a little bit earlier than I normally do. And God allows me to wake up a little bit earlier, to have some time to myself. I don't even turn the TV on. And now I start turning it on and watch those other guys talk about whatever they're talking about.
Yes, sir.
And a couple weeks ago, I talked to y'all about falling and not being able to get back up. Last week I talked to you about let's get ready to run. I talked about the fight that to get back up. So y'all got to follow along. So this, I don't see how old some of y'all are. So a long time ago in cartoons, they would sing a song in the merry melodies. They have a little, they follow the bouncing ball, and the ball would bounce on top of the words, and you sing along with the words.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember that? Okay. This ain't my people here. Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Yes, sir.
But I want to try and teach you today how to react to someone talking about you.
Help us with this now.
Because I don't care whether you are Jesus Christ yourself. If it talks about him and he did nothing wrong, and no guile found in his mouth, and we mess up daily by either word, thought, or deed, by omission or commission, then guess what? Folks are going to talk about you. They don't talk about me. Like I said, the guy in Jacques Panay last night, he probably went away saying, that guy didn't know who I was. And he was high side. I still know who he was, but, you know, if you ever stop to think of something, everybody's got a butt. Everybody has a butt in their life. Everybody's either butt said something, butt did something, butt heard something, butt talked about something they had no business talking about.
Come on now. Come on now.
I can stop right there and take my seat. Some of y'all say, I wish you would, but I love you too. If you're thinking about your Bible, I'm going to give you a little bit of background first, and I'm going to the message, and I'm going to take my seat. Now, you know, 1st and 2nd Kings, and 1st and 2nd Chronicles, and Samuel all over one long manuscript at one time. You know that, right? And then they got divided up because, see, I got mad at Brother Garrett once. He stole some of my notes. He was talking my name on it in Sunday school this morning. In leprosy in Sunday school this morning. And I looked down my notes, and I hadn't even talked to him about that. But it's okay to steal what's from the Bible. It's okay. You know, they had to try and shorten it down. And the reason why they had to try and shorten it down, because when it was translated into Greek, the Greek required 1/3 more space to write it out. So they had to narrow it down. They had to get it in a form where, because if you think about it back then, there wasn't any Bibles back then. What was there? Scrolls, parchment, different types of paper. And you had to have a scribe to write it out for you. And there were people whose only job was to write out the Bible. And see, that's how we get so many translations today, because if somebody left out a comma, or an, or a the, or a but, or the paper was so wrinkled that you couldn't tell the word was, they had to try to put a word in there. That's what the scribe's job was. And this is how we get to today, because this book here, 1st and 2nd Kings, are two of the most important books in the Bible. Why are they important? Brother Banks, well, you know what? I'm so glad you asked. First of all, they show that God doesn't play favorites.
Oh, no.
Even with his people. Because the people of Israel, those were his children. And he didn't play favorites. When they messed up, he gave them just enough rope to pull them back in. And he'd give them something. He'd give them stuff. And they would, guess what? Just like us, they mess it up. And he'd pull them back in again. See, sometimes we step a little bit further than we can step.
Yes.
And God's got to pull us back in.
Come on, Brother Banks.
And the second thing is that God is always there. And he is not a respecter of person. And no matter if you are disobedient, he will find you where you are.
Oh,
Yes.
Don't believe me? Just stay disobedient. You know, Israel was divided into two kingdoms, had a northern and a southern kingdom. And God made sure that his people were taken care of. And he sent prophets. There are no more prophets alive. Do not let people tell you there are prophets alive. They are not. They're not prophets. They're not prophetess. They are all dead and gone, because God talked directly to the prophets. I don't care what folks tell you. I am prophet so-and-so. They are telling you a bald-faced lie, but all the prophets are dead, because God talked directly to the prophet and told them what to do. Amen. He talked to us now through his word.
Amen.
And someone telling you God talked to me and told me to come tell you this, they are telling you a lie. And tell them I said they are lying. Because I will tell them. Because I'll show them in the Bible that all the prophets are dead, and God talked directly to the prophets. There are no prophetess. That's a bunch of malarkey. That is not the truth. And they tell you that, they tell you a lie. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Sorry, Brother Banks. Come on, help us now.
You know, I'm going to make 3 points. I ain't going to even be long today. I'm going to make 3 points. And the lesson will be yours. Point 1, if you're taking notes. People are going to talk. Point 1. People are going to talk. That's G-O-N-N-A. People are going to talk. You can't stop folks from talking. All you can do is do what you do every day. And if you do what you're supposed to do, let them talk.
Amen.
If you're doing what's right.
Yes.
Now, if you ain't doing what's right, then they need to talk about you. But, as Gary said this morning, it's a way to get folks back to where they need to be. And you do it in a spirit of humbleness and not haughtiness. and you go in a spirit of godliness and not in your own way.
Come on, brother. Come on now.
Let me get verse 1 and just show you some things. Now, Naaman was a bad boy. He was a tough man. He was captain of the host of the king of Syria. My Bible says he was a great man with his master. His master was happy to see him coming. He was a mighty man. See, are folks happy to see you coming? I'll let you answer it for yourself. There's some people you see coming, and guess what you do? If you see them before they see you, you trying to turn the corner and go away, or you hide somewhere. Or get way in the back of the crowd, say amen when you can. Are people glad to see you coming? But anyway, he was honorable. Because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was a mighty man in battle. He can fight. He can get down. All that good stuff right there. I see a comma. But you left. Everybody in here, including myself, had done something with someone didn't know about, something that you had not done. Everybody has said something that you wish you had to say. Everybody. Now, you may lie to yourself, but you can't lie to God. Everybody has thought something about somebody else and shouldn't have thought it.
Yeah.
Including myself. But I've learned. See, when you learn something, you have to go through some stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yes.
I've learned that I've got a butt too. I learned that I wasn't always a Christian.
Amen.
I learned that there was a time I used to do things that now I don't do anymore.
Come on, talk good, brother.
I learned of places I used to go that I don't go anymore.
Talk good, brother, man.
I've learned, simply I had to go, I learned that when folks talk about me, I just pray for them going about my business.
Oh,
Amen.
yes.
Young people, talking to a guy Friday, this is funny. And two gentlemen got into a verbal altercation. And one of the guys said, well, he posted up on me. So young folks, when they posted up on me, and some of you mature Christians mean they got in the stands like they get ready to throw down. They posted up on me. So he disrespected me. Okay, I said, well, what did you do? Well, I wanted to get something. Okay. Make sure when you get it, it's worth getting, okay?
Yes, yes.
Be careful how you let other people push you into something.
Amen.
Oh, yes.
Older people, see, a lot of us act like we just visiting from heaven.
Come on, brother, man.
And we're doing everybody else a favor by being down here. We all make mistakes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
We all have a closet behind us.
Oh, yes.
And see, you know where my closet is? You know where I left my closet at? I left my closet in the water grave of baptism. Because when I came up a new creature. Old things were passed away.
Oh, all things.
And behold, all things are new.
Oh, yes.
Now, that didn't mean I didn't have them anymore.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I left them in the water. Now, why did I say that? I said because yesterday I cleaned out the baptism pool of the church. We got a filter on it, and I tell a funny story about the filter. The filter is really dirty.
Oh,
Every
yes.
time I clean the pool out, it takes about 4 hours to do it all. Every time I do it, and I look at the filter. And all that dust, and all that dirt, and all that sediment. I call that people's sins. That have gone down the water grave of baptism. And then guess what? I screw on new filter.
Yes, sir.
And I never cleaned the pool without putting on a new filter. Because that person goes down the water has to get some dirt off of them.
Oh, yes.
And it has nothing to do with a bath.
Oh, yes.
It's something about that water.
Oh, yes.
But it's something about the steps to take before you get into the water. If you think you're real mighty and you think can't nothing happen to you. See, Naaman was a big man. He was captain of the king's guard. He was good in the supervisor's eyes. He was honorable among his peers. He was a mighty warrior. But do you actually know? Now, see, I'm going to help some of y'all today. Naaman couldn't have had leprosy. Why? You know anything about leprosy? My Bible says that if you were a leper and if someone was walking towards you, you had to go to the other side of the street and say, unclean, unclean. So now, how can he captain the army? How can he be there with all those troops and be a leper? If he kept having to say, unclean, unclean. All his troops over here, and he's leading from over here, get to the other side of the street. Now that's Bible right there. That ain't Banks, that's Bible. That's what a leper was. So guess what? He didn't have full-blown leprosy. Guess what he had? He had a little butt. There's something wrong. Folks is talking about it. He may have had a rash. He may have had a pimple. He may have had the measles. Who knows? But it couldn't have been full-blown leprosy. Couldn't have been. Now, if y'all think something different, talk me out and we'll talk about it. Because I can go back through the etymology of a leper and it ain't pretty. Sores and balls and all this other kind of stuff. So guess what? He wasn't a leper. But somebody said he was. You may not be what folks say you are. People will talk about your jet cut, they got a tongue in their mouth. Anybody remember over in Luke? And you can write this down. Luke 17:12. Jesus was coming to the city. And there were lepers, 10 lepers standing at the gate.
Yes.
And they cried out. They didn't go to him. They cried out from a distance.
Yes.
Said, Master, have mercy on us. Okay, if leprosy you can go, why didn't they go to Jesus? They didn't. Naaman didn't have leprosy. He had a skin condition. So folks just talking about him because he was a keep on going up the ladder. You'd be amazed how folks are talking about you. Do you know what the crab theory is? What's the crab theory? Somebody said yes. Do you know how you keep a crab, one crab in a bucket with no top on it? I'm gonna help y'all out with something. How you keep a crab, one crab, in a bucket with no top on it? Just put one more crab in there. Because every time that song starts climbing out, pull it back there. Don't believe it, try it. Don't need a top on it. When you start going up, somebody will pull you back down. Don't believe it? Start going up.
Come on, brother, man. Come on, brother.
And start stepping on people as you go up.
Yes.
Those same folks you stepping on the way up.
On the way back
Same
down.
folks you see.
On the way
On the
down.
way down.
All right.
There's always a crab out there for you somewhere. To put you back down. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, it's always one. You don't need two. You need one. Young people, I gotta talk to y'all. Try out for everything you can try out for at school. Go out for every organization, every club you can. Don't be the class clown.
Amen.
Be the class valedictorian. And if you fall low, you fall to the salutatory. You ain't got to walk around with half of your whatever hanging out. That ain't cute. And if I could take a minute, that can't anyone know, but that came from the prison. Sagging came from the prison.
Yeah.
That's where it came from. It was letting people know what you wanted them to know.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. Talking to a guy the other day. Told his mom. Mom came up there and I was telling myself, I saw your son the other day. And see, I used to wear breeches, I'm sorry. I said, his breeches was awful low. I said, I told him about it. He got mad with me. But guess what? When he came, I said the same thing right there in front of him. I said, I don't say anything in front of you folks, I say in front of you. I said, keep your pants up.
Yes, sir.
And I mean it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And his mom, she thumped him on the head. So I guess I witnessed an assault, I guess. But anyway, if we don't teach them, if we don't tell them, how do we expect them to know? Amen. Let me get back. Anybody know something about James? You know when James 3 is talking about the tongue being a little membrane full of benediction, but anybody know about how James said how the tongue can tear you down, a little fire kindles. But do you know how James talked about the tongue? We got some other people in here. I ain't gonna put nobody on the spot, but if I'm wrong, they'll tell me about it. I know. The tongue is not even attached to a bone in the body. The tongue is attached to something called a hyaloid bone. The hyaloid bone sits at the top of the vertebral column. The hyaloid bone is not even attached to the vertebral column. And the only function of the hyaloid bone is to hold the muscle of the tongue in place. That's the only function of it. And that little old 60-gram tongue can tear a church up.
Yes.
That little 60-gram tongue can tear a family up. That little 60-gram tongue can tear a relationship up. That little 60-gram tongue can tear up your job. Well, you ain't got a job no more. That little tongue. Anybody remember a guy named Saul over in Acts 9? He was riding on his beast. Was going to kill Christians.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And got knocked off his beast.
Oh, yes.
And he was blinded for 3 days.
Yes, sir.
You remember that guy?
Yes, sir.
He was using his tongue to tear up the church.
Oh, yes.
When he regained his sight, sometimes God just regain our sight.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we lost our sight. We've lost sight of what we need to keep sight of.
Yes.
And once we regain our sight, come about the water, we be working for the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah. Amen. Anyway, brother Frank.
Yes.
Your friends will talk about you. 1 Peter 4 and 4. Bible says, where they think it's strange when you don't run the same message as right, that they speak evil of you. Those are your friends. Those are your partners, your dogs, your homies, your fools, whatever you want to call them. And you know what? I ain't never want to be called a dog.
Amen.
That's a dog right there. All right, well, if you like it, okay. But somebody calling me a dog,
Oh no.
I guess I'm just too old. But somebody called me a four-legged animal that barks and makes noise and bites folks every now and then, maybe if I'm big enough. And I want somebody to call me a dog. And I'm happy and smiling and grinning. What's up, dog? Anyway, I apologize.
All right.
Y'all forgive me. I
It's
apologize.
all right. It's all right.
You know,
Good teacher.
your friends that you hang out with will put a tag on you. Anybody know anything about Velcro?
Oh, yeah.
What does Velcro do?
Yep, it's
It sticks to you. Young people, the stuff you do right now will stick to you.
Yeah.
You'll make a name for yourself. Now, I'm not saying you can't get over it. But why get in the first place?
Amen.
When you ain't got to.
Yeah.
I love y'all. I love y'all.
Good preaching.
That's some good teaching, Brother Banks.
Point two. Point two. Point one, everybody going to talk about you. So you get talked about. Point two, getting help with your butt. Getting help with your butt. Let's look at verse number 3. Now, Naaman, this guy here, and she said to her mistress, would God my Lord were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. Now, this was a girl that was taken away. She was held captive, taken out of her own country. So they must have been treating her good. Okay? Y'all remember when Katrina came and Rita came and people came up from Louisiana and all the places like that?
Oh, yes.
Some of the folks never went back.
Oh, they did not.
Why?
Stay.
Why didn't they go back? Because they will have better here than where they came from. Okay? This young maiden, don't know where she came from, but she had better where she was than where she wasn't. And she decided to help out her captives. People who were holding her captive. She didn't say nothing. She was just close her mouth and not say a word. Okay, what's your point, Brother Banks? My point is this. Anybody can help you with your butt. But are you willing to let them help you? See, some of us are too proud, too haughty to let folks help us. No, I got this. Let me handle my business. And somebody standing right there can help you.
Yeah.
I don't need your help. Wonder why you don't need their help? You probably talked about them something.
Amen.
And you got a guilty conscience. And your conscience won't let you ask for help. Because you know that you done dogged them out. I asked somebody a question the other day. It's a true story. See, most folks think I'm crazy. A girl got mad because somebody took her Cheez-Its out of her backpack. And she was all hot, and I could tell when folks upset. Jaw get all big and swell all up, puff all up. And I said, well, what's wrong? What you talking about? Somebody bet for the Cheez-Its. I went in my pocket, took $1 out. I gave her $1. I said, now let me place your Cheez-Its. But she wasn't happy with that. She wanted to go get her somebody had her Cheez-Its. Take the help that folks give you.
Amen.
Oh, yes.
And then let go and let God. Because evidently they made these Cheez-Its better than she did. I don't know. But she was not nothing. I gave her $1. She got my vending machine. They about 85 cents. So what did she do? And walked away madder than a hot pepper pudding. Just upset. God will take care of it. God will fix it. God will get you through your butt.
Oh, yes.
And I'm trying to tell you, when you treat folks bad, don't expect them to help you.
Amen.
Don't be mad when they don't help you. You didn't treat them like a dog.
Amen.
Well, they could have helped me out. They didn't help me, no. They had a chance to help me. See, all kind of crazy stuff happened to me. It don't happen to nobody else.
Come on, Brother Banks.
I was coming out of Brooks yesterday. Y'all say he was everywhere yesterday. I was coming out of Brooks yesterday. Minding my own business. Got my sacks in my hands. I don't let the guys tear stuff out for me. They be kind of, I got it. I just put it in the bag, double bag and juice, I got it. I'm carrying stuff out. And I'm real aware of my surroundings. So the lady walked before me. Now she done walked by 2 other people at their car. And see, in the daytime, I'm not as nervous as I am at nighttime. I'm a pretty nervous guy at night. Folks are walking up on me, I'm pretty nervous at nighttime, I'm gonna tell you that. And she said, my car is leaking radiator fluid. And I can only go a little bit at a time. And I'm thinking, what's she got to do with me? So now, I just set my bag down on the ground now because I don't know what's going to happen now. Because she walked by 2 other people. And you know what she asked me? She said, well, could you help me out with some gas? Now, where I was up, the pump couldn't have been about anywhere from the wall back to that back door, or that front door. I mean, toward the front door, back to that front door. And I wanted to say, and God forgive me for this, I wanted to say, why did you walk by mother folks and come to me? And she did. She walked by 2 other people and came to me. And I'm real funny about pulling out $2 or $3 in front of anybody. I'm just telling you, I ain't. And I remember I had about $5 in my front pocket, and all in ones. So I pulled out a few dollars and it took. Well, why are you telling me this? I'm telling you that because I don't know if she wouldn't brought crack with that. I don't know if she wouldn't got her a 5th or a 40 or a 20 or a 30 or whatever she wouldn't got. But that wasn't my business.
Amen.
Because I did what I thought God would have me to do.
Amen.
And that could have been me.
Yes.
That's it.
Needing a couple of dollars. You just never know. And like I said, I don't know, I mean, but I did put stuff in the car. I got off the ground, put it in my car, and took off. Now, I don't know if she went where she said she was going, but the gas station right there, it wasn't that far away. But I was not going to stay around and look. Wasn't none of my business. That was her own. But I took care of my butt and helped her with her butt. We all got a butt. You just can't stop sometime recovering from your butt because people won't get you. And something could have happened 20 years ago. Well, yeah, well, I remember when they were doing such and such and such. And won't let them work in the church. They didn't repent it. God forgave them, and you won't forget it. I'll say it again. They didn't repent it. God forgave them, but you won't forget it. Well, two homecomings ago, I had a potato pie, and he done my pie. How silly can it be sometimes? Well, 2 years ago, we was out back under the tree, and they walked by me. They may not have saw you. Did you speak? We'll say some of the crazy things and not even think of what we say.
Amen.
And we'll hold everybody accountable except us.
Yes.
I love y'all.
All right.
Point 3. Y'all need to get this. You'll get that there. Only what you do for God really counts.
Amen.
I'll let that sit for a minute. Only what you do for God. In the final end, it's only the thing that's going to count because ain't nothing else going to count. It's going to all pass away. I got a question for y'all. And the question is this. See, I'm just a work in progress. God's still working with me. The question is this. Please do not answer this out loud. If you had a key to the Saltwater Road Church of Christ, you could come anytime you want, 24 hours a day. what you do for the church. See, some of us say, you know what, see, I'm going to tell you, the church I attend, it ain't a door I can't get in. From the front to the back. I'm not telling you that to pat him on the back, but see, guess what? Yesterday, when the Bible there, guess what? I wasn't putting out the baptism pool. And it's funny, because the preacher came in, and he stepped in the side door. He said, hey! He saw the crowd. He said, Brother Banks, you in there? I said, yeah. I was down the pool scrubbing. He said, I didn't want to know I was here in case you heard something. I said, come on, help me. Oh, well, I'll be about 5 hours, I'm gone. But my point is this. See, I can come and go as I please. See, I don't have an excuse for not doing something at church.
Amen.
Would you come and vacuum? Would you come and clean off the pew? Would you come and rearrange the hymn books? Would you come and dust off the blinds? Would you come and cut the grass at no charge? See, there's work to do, and trust me, I'm not making a indictment. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Don't get mad at me. Don't want me. Shake my hand at the back door. What would you do? See, we all got stuff we can say. You know what? Well, with my family, with my friends, with my job, I don't have time. God gave you time.
Yes.
It's all about how you divide your time up. Every that one brother's gonna walk out on me now. That's okay. I love y'all.
That's all right, brother.
I think y'all had a leadership meeting Saturday. Do you not want to show a hand? How many meetings? I said, guys. I said, meeting. How many meetings came to the leadership meeting? They said, anybody told me nothing. I don't know who was here, who wasn't here. But sometimes we gotta set aside some time for the church.
Yes.
I may would have come, but I had a funeral. Let me tell you, I had a funeral. Cold stepfather, I had a funeral. You make time for everything else, you make time for it. You make time to get hair done, get haircuts, get nails done, get pedicures, and cuticures, and everything else. And you feel time, well, guess what? The guys didn't get that done. Now some guy got to fight his wife for a period of time. But anyway, that was free. When you came out of the water, what did you start doing for the Lord? And so you know what? Y'all probably never have me back again. That's fine. That's okay. I'm still going. I'm going to teach this. Y'all have the right congregation here to do a good work in this city. I'll say it again. Testing. Y'all got the right mix to do a good work in this city. There ain't no reason that the Saltworth Road Church of Christ shouldn't be the #1 congregation in this city. But there is a reason. You know what the reason is? Some of us are playing church. So you can't play church.
Amen. Come on, brother, man.
You either are or you're not. What those churches they talk about, Laodicea was lukewarm, got spewed out the mouth. Am I close? Yeah, okay, all right. Some of us are lukewarm. We're not hot, we're not cold. We don't give a rat's rear one way or the other how the church is going. Could care less. But let somebody do something that we can go talk about. Let somebody have a butt that we know about. And you can't beat us. Anybody see? I like Westerns. Can't beat it getting our phone out. You know, like high noon and the gunfighter put their little gun, look. at the church. Oh, some we think is bad. Let some sister or brother stumble just a little bit. Did you see them fall? My Lord. I just wouldn't have thought that of them. You know their child, some have their child down at school. I heard about it. Oh Lord, yeah. Sometimes you ain't gotta say nothing but just make a phone call. And someone so daggone fast, our fingers be burned up. Phone fit our hand like a daggone glove. Got Corporal Tom from punching the phone. It's true anyhow.
Yes.
It's a nice one, y'all.
All right, Brother Banks.
My Bible tells me over in Matthew 9:37 that the harvest is plenty.
Yes, sir.
Laborers are few. A lot of stuff to do out there. Where are the laborers? Where are the workers? See, y'all can talk and nod your head, say yes, say amen, but it doesn't do a hill of beans if you don't put it into practice. See, I'm just a guy passing by. I'm going to cow eat some chicken, so that's fine. Okay. Y'all can't stop my Christianity. Want to know why? I'm working out daily.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I need y'all to pray for me.
Oh, yes.
I prayed for y'all this morning. How many of y'all prayed for this congregation anytime during the week?
Oh, yes.
Anytime the past month? How many of y'all prayed for this congregation
Oh, yes.
in particular?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
See, I'm sweating up here.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sweating because y'all are important to me. I ain't sweating because it's hot. I'm sweating because y'all are important to me. Y'all ain't gotta like me. I don't care. It don't matter to me. Wanna know why? Because God likes me.
Amen.
Wanna know how I know God likes me? He gave me one more day.
Yes.
Oh,
He ain't
yes.
have to give it to me.
Oh, yes.
And for whatever reason, I'm gonna do the best I can with that one day.
Amen.
All right.
Couple more points and I'll take a seat.
All right.
I can tell you I don't like this more, but I do love y'all. It's okay. Everything I said from the Bible. It's okay, it's fine.
All right, Brother Banks.
Sometimes God's word cut like a two-edged sword. It cuts common. It cuts gold.
Amen.
How are you being measured by God? I call it the mirror test. Y'all heard me say it before. You know what the mirror test is, y'all?
Oh, yes.
Hold your Bible up, look at it, and see what you like in the reflection. If you don't like what you're looking at, something's wrong. I didn't say you could measure up to it, not what I said.
Yes, sir.
I said if you don't like what you see, there's something wrong with that. Are you growing, or are you just swelling? Are you a worker for the king? Or you're a destroyer of the kingdom? You got to figure it out. I want you to release the butts of others. Stop talking about their butt. Take care of your own butt. Because in the end, all butts will be judged, but not by man.
Oh, yes.
They be judged by God. If you're here today and told you, y'all said I'm gonna be long, but I'm gonna teach one point. I said it before, and give you something else to take out with you. The denominational people say that Church of Christ folks can't find nothing in the Bible. They got to pull it from all the Bible, plan of salvation. I've shown you that, all the book of Acts. They said that Jesus never taught the plan of salvation. That's a lie. I want y'all to help me out this morning. I'm going to take my seat. This is the plan of salvation directly from Jesus.
Oh, yes.
Okay? The first part of that is here. Okay? Turn with me to Matthew 10 and 14. Matthew 10 and 14. And the quicker y'all get there, the quicker y'all take my seat. The first part of playing, I understand the word called hear. You got to hear the word first.
Oh, yes.
Which I'll agree with that. In Matthew 10 and 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, not hear your word, when you depart out of the house of the city, shake the dust off. That's the first part of the plan. Hear. Okay. The next part is something called believe. Y'all got to be on the wall. Mark 16:16. He that believeth,
Yes.
that's believe. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. He that believeth not shall be saved. Part of the plan. And if you got a Bible, got red letters in it, all this is being read.
Oh, yes.
Repent. Luke 13:3. I tell you, neighbor, if you repent, you'll all likewise perish.
Yes, sir.
It's in red.
Yes, sir.
This is Jesus talking. So no, none of people tell you, well, Jesus didn't get a plan of salvation. Yes, he did. Confess. Matthew 10, 32 and 33. Whosoever shall talk loudly, whosoever shall not, it says confess.
Yes, sir.
That's part 4. Before men will I confess him before my Father which is in heaven.
Yes, sir.
But whoever shall deny me before men, will I deny him before my Father which is in heaven. One more part. And it's something about water. You can go back to Mark 16:16 again. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
Yes, sir.
He that believeth not shall be damned. That's the plan of salvation from Jesus.